About a year and a half ago, Attorney General Mike DeWine really started taking notice that many of these families that were struggling with substance use disorders also had children living in the home. And these little ones have seen their parents use drugs, they've seen their parents overdose, some of them have even seen their families and their parents pass away because of drug use. And he really had this vision for better serving these little ones and these families who are struggling with such complex issues.
These are victims. These kids are victims.
And by implementing this pilot on the largest scale anywhere in the nation, Mike DeWine has really led the way in creating a blueprint for counties and for states across the country to better serve families who are struggling with substance use disorders and child maltreatment issues. We have 16 counties currently participating in Ohio START, which stands for Sobriety, Treatment, and Reducing Trauma. All of those counties are located in Southern Ohio. When we're working with law enforcement and the judicial system and transforming practice in the child welfare system, getting those who are in long-term recovery through training so that they can serve these families in a positive way. It's taken a lot of time and effort, but hands down, one of our furthest progressing counties is Fairfield County.
I think it's the best step in the right direction at the right time for Ohio. The last couple years, about 8 out of 10 kids that we've had to take into protective custody have been due to substance abuse, and almost 80% of those have been opioid specific.
Okay, we have 2 families, 2 candidates that we need to review today for acceptance in Ohio START.
In Fairfield County, on any given day, about 150 kids are in child protective services because they're not safe living with their parents. In half of those kids' lives, opioids are to blame. For another 30%, it's other drugs. Every week, a team assesses which families are candidates for the Ohio START pilot project.
The caseworker and I both spoke with the candidate and talked about Ohio START.
For START cases, I see my parents once weekly for the first 60 days.
Ohio START brings more services to families quicker. Caseworker Liz Maringer drives to homes, meeting with her START families once a week, helping kids get trauma assessments and counseling, doctor checkups, even school help if needed, while parents are rushed into detox, usually within a few days.
I mean, this program is huge because it's not just, okay, you're clean, so now let's give you your kids back. It's like, let's make sure that you're going to be able to maintain this sobriety and maintain these kids in your home. And it's for the long term.
Anything they need, food stamps, a place to live, transportation to meetings, is taken care of. They simply have to be willing to do the work. Normally, in non-START cases, this kind of help might take up to 60 days. Experts know when someone says they're ready to get clean, the best opportunity for success is right now.
The ultimate goal is to get the parents clean and sober so that they can parent their children. And I've been here for a year, and obviously the START program is new, but there is nothing better than when we are able to reunify a parent with their child. Those are the happiest days of work, and it's so exciting when that goal is reached. And I truly believe that this START program is going to make that happen quicker, which is going to traumatize the kids less.
Another unique part about START is that parents meet with a family peer mentor, like Sean Grossarth, who knows their path. He's lived it.
I am a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober for a little over 5 years now. I've been through some of the same situations and some of the same challenges. And I think, though there's many different drugs that people are addicted to, I believe that recovery looks the same.
Sean says parents are usually a little more receptive to him, at least at first.
Sometimes they view the caseworker as somebody that they can't trust or can't relate to. So the family peer mentors are there to kind of bridge that gap, to be a friend, a peer.
I just felt initially, like from the very beginning, this was going to be an amazing program. I feel like having that family peer mentor is a big piece of it, having somebody with the lived experience of not only substance abuse, but also history with Child Protective Services agencies. Having that person to be able to come and be a support to our families that we're currently working with, I think it just opens doors that we've not been able to open before as caseworkers or supervisors. Nobody wants a knock on your door saying, "Hi, we're from Child Protective Services." That's, you know, but when you say, "We're from Child Protective Services, but we also have this peer mentor who has some experience and is willing to be a support to you," people start listening a little bit better. And not only that, but we also have families who are going to be more honest because of it. They're not just trying to get us out of their lives anymore. They're trying to actually get the help that they need so that they can parent their children long term.
And everyone wants that. Long-term recovery keeps families together, and it keeps kids from being re-traumatized over and over.
I think Ohio Start is helping us strengthen what we're already doing to get more support and more wraparound services earlier on in the process, because that's what's best for kids.
To say that this model requires extra effort and extra time and extra attention to each of these families, what is more worthy than a human life? It is absolutely worth the additional effort to make sure that these families and that these individuals succeed and have happy, healthy futures. Our goal is really to create a blueprint for every county in the state on how to best serve families who are struggling with substance use disorders.